What even is the time right now? Almost 3. 20 to 3. Alright, well, oh, forgot about GPS. All the time. Every single time. Well, I haven't been streaming for a while, so I guess I could apologize myself. Be kind to yourself. So, let's get this started in a second. The music does seem a bit too loud. That would be my Twitch, I believe. Let's try to fix the music for a bit. It's just too loud for me. But it's already at its lowest setting, I feel. That's too low. I don't know. I can't really adjust it any better than that. That's the lowest, minimum, most. Alright, let's start. What does that say? Gameplay stream? I believe so. And it should be loading now. Everything should be loading now. Although it is gonna be ads soon, so people who are not on VIP, I do feel sorry for you guys. Process priority. Let's just set this up first before I start the stream. I mean, it's already started technically. Alright, hi guys, Spartan D here playing Neverwinter on the PC. I know I haven't been streaming for a while. I do apologize. Life happens as always. We are still in the fasting month as well. Who is texting me right now? It's the wife. What's she saying? No, she didn't say that. But the wife bought a new rice cooker from TikTok Live. And I was like saying, you don't even know if it's gonna be okay, if it's gonna break down on you or something. But say, lovey, I'm feeling a bit hot. Anyway, guys, welcome on back in. I do apologize for not streaming for a while. Things happen. While Ramadan's still happening right now as we speak. There's only like, I want to say 7 days left till the end of Ramadan, which is the fasting month for us Muslims. So it's kind of like the last final stretch, as it were. And the fact that I'm sick, even though I don't look it, doesn't help. Doesn't help that fact. I believe I've got a cold. I've had a cold for, I want to say, about a week now. 7 days plus. Less than. I don't know. Around 7 days, guys. Don't get technical about it. Oh, what just happened? Huh. Why would I... Oh, it's potions. Right. And what is this? I have no idea what this is. A necklace, I believe. Oh yeah, so you guys probably don't see. You see this bar at the top of the screen? That is a magnifier. It is a disability function to help myself to zoom in. So you probably couldn't see it just now. So let's see if I can change it to a raid scene, so you guys can see exactly what I see. Ooh, what was that? So I don't know. Did that work? I don't know. It's a bit weird. So this is what I see in real time. And if I use the magnifier, it zooms in 200%. So this is what I see. This is what you don't see on live, but this is what I see. This is like the magnification I need in order to be able to read the text on, or at least see the icons properly in game. So yeah, for example, if I were to go zoom in, and this is the font size I need in order for me to see what's actually going on. Uh-huh. I could flex, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. So yeah, somebody's talking about Zeradial or the kind of like alternative Zariel. I've got the limited Zariel. Actually, they're talking about Zariel right now. What they saying? Wow, the only Zariel on the Ace right now is Zariel the Redeemed, which is the one that's limited. I want to say, kind of like limited edition Zariel, right? So anyway, let me go back to the gameplay screen because that's a bit unnerving for you guys, I believe. Okay, so what we're doing today, we are going to get this battle pass out of the, what is this? Yeah, get this battle pass out of the way. It's broken. I want to say it's like it's highlighting that I can claim something. There's nothing to claim. Um, so let's go to PE first. This is my ritual on a kind of like every time I log into Neverwinter, which is to start with the battle pass. So things like Portobello's, right? The day of the dungeon event, get that out of the way first thing, and then we can do RADQ, RTQs. Not in that order, not in that particular order. Actually, if I was to do an order, so event, which is day of the dungeon, RTQ, which is much easier for me as a tank to kind of like fill in and get a random group together, or even join a public group to, as soon as I log in. And then RADQ, or I mean, depending, RTQ, RADQ, depending on how fast I get into a group. Usually RTQs are pretty quick. Just kind of like queue in as a tank, and it would usually pop up. The reason why I'm in PE right now is because I need to grab the quest. Nope, not go back in yet.
Be prepared.
Yeah.
Hello, my friend.
Yes.
I hope
So
you're ready to experience
how can I
Portobello's
show you
campaign.
guys?
Be prepared to meet
Oh yeah, there's a bazaar sale going on right now, isn't there?
grand story
Totally forgot about
adventure.
that.
When
We will
you're
explore
ready
that
to
in a
leave,
second.
speak
Astral
with
Lockbox as well.
Flabbergast at the Burrow Dawn
So
Inn.
if you look at the day of the Dungeon Master, I've got 12 out of 21. So that's another 2 days, I want to say. Right? 2 weeks before you get the token of, I want to say participation. I don't think it's participation. Achievement, there we go. But I only have one currently, and 2 is not enough to get me this mount the Skyhold throne. In fact, I actually want to get this Beholder personal tank as well, because apparently I don't have it. I thought I had one of those. I don't. So, and I do get a lot of these participation ones. And it looks like you could actually get a lot more in during this event. So we will go back to that later on. For now, let's queue up for the event. And let's just queue up for all 3, shall we? This one doesn't really count, the Marvelous Game. Respins? Is it Respin? Respin's Marvelous Game. Yeah, it's a quest that you do after you do the event, if that makes sense. Because if you talk to the NPC, I got into the queue. I'm not sure how long it'll take before it actually launches one of the 3 dungeons. Hopefully I have enough time in order to talk about what I'm about to talk about, which is about the quests, the daily quests for the event. I feel like the music's not playing, but that's always an issue. So this NPC over here, this guy is kind of like blocking him. So hey, mushroom, go away. So this NPC gives you quests, but only after you complete the event, right? The one that gives you the tokens. So while we're waiting for it to kind of like proc, I'm not quite sure what's going on right now. 5 players have accepted. Okay, why queue up for it if you're not gonna do it? I think it canceled. Yeah. So that's fine. While we're waiting, what is it today, guys? It's Monday today, isn't it? So it's not quite the reset yet. Reset for me is gonna be 6. Hey, Mrs. Ava,
Hiya.
hello. Hiya. Hello, hiya. um, yeah, so I was saying, Mrs. Abba, I haven't been streaming for a while now because life's been really hectic. But I decided today I was gonna do it because there's tomorrow, Tuesday, for me, and then Wednesday I have an interview. So and I have it in the morning. So most definitely I won't be able
Mrsaba,
to stream then.
is Ramadan fasting over?
Almost. When I say almost, there's like at least a week left. So no, it's not over yet. But I decided, you know what, might as well stream now while I can. Actually, in fact, today, just now, I was contemplating on whether or not I should just go to sleep, cause I haven't eaten. So, so here's the thing, right? With Ramadan's fasting, the fasting month, what you're supposed to do, right, is not eat during the daylight hours. However, there's a window which is before that time, before daylight hours, that you can just kind of like do a last minute meal, which we call
Mrsaba,
what do we call
why
it?
does your voice sound different?
Oh yeah,
Is your mic different?
no,
Or do you have a cold?
I have a cold. I actually explained that earlier as well. One of the reasons why I wanted to rest, and in fact, I wanted to change the title of today's stream to "Listen to My Sexy Voice," instead I've got a cold.
Ah, get well soon, brother.
Thank you, madam. I have been sick for about a week now, and it doesn't seem like it's getting any better. But here's the thing about me. I don't get sick a lot because I'm one of those. I want to believe that I have a very good immune system, especially now that I'm working out, right? So my body is very resistant to getting
Mrsaba,
sick.
you better stream frequently, haha, I want to farm your channel points.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. But unfortunately, the thingy that you're farming for, the kind of like hoodie, right? That's what you were aiming for. I don't think they do that anymore. Or even if you can, or if I can, I don't know. I'll figure something out, guys. Like
Mrsaba,
for Mrs. Samba.
where is my
especially.
Gotti's OMG? Laughing face,
Yo,
hottie
what?
or mug?
Wait, did you order it though? I think I disabled it, to be honest. For reasons that I don't think anybody could claim that. Like, what I mean to say is the Streamlab store, because I ordered shirts from them last time. It never came.
Mrsaba,
2 years.
no, I just notice I can't see option.
Yeah, because I disabled them for the reason that I don't think you can buy them, or at least I can't buy them because I bought my shirt um, 2 years ago. I still haven't received it yet, or maybe it's stuck in kind of like post office hell. I don't know. I did get like a card saying that something arrived like back in the day,
Mrsaba,
but
so what should I do with my 40k channel points?
I'll think about it. Like, you still play the game, right? I suppose what we could do is kind of like trade in-game items, but that's probably not something that you're interested in, right, Mr. Saba? I'm thinking you want something physical, right? So, tell you what, I will find out a supplier here locally, because I haven't been thinking about this until now. I'll try to get a supplier locally and get it printed locally. So what I mean is hoodies, mugs, whatever, stickers. I'll try to get that done locally, and then I can then ship it using DHL to people who have redeemed. Because the way Streamlabs is supposed to work is they take that work away from us. We don't have to worry about that stuff. We just have to pay and that's it, right? Key in the address that is meant to be sent to, and then that's it. But because it's not working, or I believe it's not working, I'm gonna have to do that myself. So I'm gonna have to find a supplier for hoodie, supplier for printing tickets. Sorry, not tickets, the stickers, mugs. In fact, I used to do that by myself. Like I actually had a
Mrsaba,
printer that does that.
put mythic enchant,
Ha!
laughing face, in store so that I can claim with channel points.
Well, technically you
Mursaba.
can claim
Store.
epics. Epic, but mythic. Ooh, you're really treading on thin ice there, madam. That's like way like my kind of like wallet allows. Unless of course there's a way in game you can get mythic. Well, technically you can. It just takes a lot of like epic things. You know what? Let's figure that out, shall we? Because now that you mention it like that, mythic. Is it done? Oh, there's another boss here. I don't actually know what's going on. I see an HP bar. I just go to it and I just kill it. You know, hit it until it dies or something. Is it done? I'm not sure. Oh, there's another boss. How many bosses do you need to throw at us? That actually gives me an idea for tabletop D&D. How to say, like, oh, you think it's over? Nah, I'm gonna throw 10 more bosses your way. Oh,
After sealing the last of the abyssal tears,
no idea. Don't care.
flap voice in the distance.
Okay, chest. Are we gonna? I'm thinking. Do you get a beholder? What is this? Lilira's Fair? Is this like consumable? Yeah, it is. Oh yeah, by the way, Mrs. Abba, did you notice? Do you notice the magnifier up here somewhere? I want to say. So I kind of like showed it earlier what it does, but I don't know if it actually works for you guys, because whenever I'm zooming in, like I'm zooming in right now, it doesn't show anything to you guys, right? But if I go to, let me swap to raid scene, right? And then use the magnifier.
Mursaba. I can see magnifying glass in front of your keyboard.
Oh yeah, this one.
Not my dad!
If you're, I only use this if my phone is not around, and I can't be bothered to kind of like go to the camera mode and then zooming in. Like this actually helps as well. But the fact that it's already huge, I don't need this. But so yeah, as you can see, it's probably collecting dust. It's not very clean. It's just dust.
Mursaba. See, Windows have a neat zoom feature.
Yeah, it does. And
Mursaba. You are welcome.
Yes,
Laughing face.
thank you.
Haha.
You know, ever since you reminded me of it last stream, I've been using it all the time. Like even for when I'm making documents, or if I need to zoom in on anything on screen. Basically, it is now like a permanent fixture on my screen, because it does help me a lot. I can like actually see again. So yeah, it alleviates me from having to take my camera out, you know, and then zooming in and, you know, fiddling around the camera. It looks more professional if I do it this way. Oh, let me just swap back to
Mursaba.
gameplay screen.
You can use keyboard shortcut to zoom in and out.
Yeah,
Mursaba.
unfortunately,
No need to click plus.
it doesn't work for me, because I believe I disabled the Windows key. You know, this particular key here on the keyboard, I don't know if you can see it, this Windows key, it doesn't work. I believe it's a Razer feature or function. Like because when people type on the keyboard, they accidentally press the Windows key, it kind of like alt tabs from whatever it is they're doing, be it a video or a game or whatever. So there's actually a function on the Razer to disable it. I just don't know how to enable it again. There's a very kind of like long-winded steps on how you can do it using register edit. But I don't want to touch that. I don't want to mess up my PC by touching the registry edit function. So I'm gonna have to just do this, just click, like manually for right now. I just can't be bothered really to go look for it. I'll probably do it later after stream. But yeah, thank you for that. It should work as long as the Windows function works. But for me right now, it doesn't. Anyway, I believe it is time. Yes, if you have noticed, I have completed the battle pass. The current one, the crimson one, that's 3 o'clock. I actually was thinking of streaming later, much later, maybe towards 4 p.m. However, I was thinking, you know what, that's just gonna be even less time for me to stream. Oops, did I knock the camera? I hope not. The wife just texted me. What's she saying now? Baju bercuci sudah. Oh, sorry, that I was speaking Malay. Have you done the laundry? My laundry, by the way. I'm not doing her laundry.
Mrsuba. Did you like the new neck belt set for tank?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't used it yet. I do have it. Is that Fear? Was that Fear asking, or is it Mrs. Alba? Mrs. Alba. I don't know. I will get to it in a second. What's she saying? Take out the chicken from the freezer. I can't do it right now. I'm streaming. But you know how chicken goes. If you don't take it out like now, it's not gonna defrost by the time you need to cook it. So, teach me the ways, guys. How can I what you call it, unfreeze? What is going on? Load disk space. Did that really pop up during my stream? How embarrassing for me. So I've collected it now. I have all of the.
Mrsuba. You can sell that coal moat BTW.
Oh, really?
Mrsuba. That is unbound.
Can you? Interesting. Oh, you're right. Interesting. But you know what? I'm not gonna sell it because I actually owe somebody a coal moat for what you call that? Oh, it's a promise, I suppose. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I promised someone. In fact, I'll do it right
Mrsuba.
now.
Is that somebody? Me.
No. Would you like one? In fact, I don't. She's not around. I don't believe she's around. I will send it over to her as we speak.
Mrsuba. Nah haha.
Nah haha, as in no? Would you like one, madam? Wait, are you even one of my moderators? I feel like you are, right? Oh God.
Mrsuba.
What's her?
No. Laughing face.
You're not?
I am not. Mrsuba.
Would you like to be one?
Imagine.
What? All the people. As promised.
Mrsuba.
Wait, where's
What
my...
is the JD of mod though?
Well, basically, you will be my line of defense for people who are unruly, meaning to say they're not being very nice on my stream. So what you can do is you can block them. You know what? I'm gonna use this mouse because I have an issue with this Razer mouse, which is it actually drops my items if I click and
Mrsuba.
drag it.
Gotcha. So
Right.
I get to slap them.
Yes, you do. Well, a kind of like digital slap, as it were. I believe it is her.
Mrsuba.
You know what? I actually don't know.
Well,
if
I
this
am
is
really
her.
good at that. I have 19 plus years of experience.
Of slapping people. I don't actually know if this is her. And she's not around to kind of like confirm either.
Mrsuba.
I could just be sending
Yes,
this
sir.
to some random person. This could be some random person I'm sending a cold note to. Let me just... Do I just wait for her to go online? I don't know if she's going to be online. It's actually pretty late in the US for her right now. I believe this is another of her accounts. Don't I? I'm so afraid now. You know what? I'll better wait for her to confirm. Are you sure? No, I'm not. I'm not sure. Let me just do this later on, okay? I don't want to do it right now because I'm afraid I'll get it wrong. I don't know what's that saying. Let me just put this in my shared bank just so that I don't accidentally use it for something like upgrading. Mark as protected. I am so blind. We all know this. Okay. So yeah, I'm getting an interview for the insurance company, or Islamic insurance or Sharia compliant insurance, takaful, on Wednesday. Finally, I want to say finally because I've been waiting for them to kind of like get back to me for the past 2 weeks or so. I've already passed my exams and I haven't heard from them since. And because I've initiated it by saying, "Oh yeah, so what's going on?" This morning, if you equip. Okay. Is this character bound? It probably is now, right? Since I used it. So I believe you can claim this. Yeah. You can claim another one. It should be, I'm assuming it is at the very bottom.
Mrsuba. Yes, you can.
But
Mrsuba.
there's no point.
It's on top.
Oh, it's at top, right? Blind. So actually, is it actually correct to call myself blind? I wouldn't know. I am, because there's a thing where there's different levels of blindness, right? It's not total kind of like I can't see out of my eyes kind of thing, but there's cataracts, there's glaucoma, there's all these other kind of like issues with eyes. There you go, crimson calamity. So what is it? Is blind on pickup character. All right. Okay, that's fine. So basically, all of my
Fear
teams
to
now
Beard
will
13.
have a full
You're
onset.
definitely a bat.
A what?
Mrsuba.
A bad?
Is Cold Light Walker any good companion?
You're definitely a bat. I don't have solar, or is it sonar? Sonar, kind of like what you call it? Ah! You know what I mean? Like I can tell this fan is next to me because I use my sonar, and then it reflects back, right? I wish I had that ability. Or I think Daredevil, the Marvel character, or is it DC? I believe it's Marvel. Has that ability.
Fear to Beard
What were
13.
you saying, Miss Suba?
Blind as a bat, LOL. Sonar might work better.
You're definitely a bat. Is Cold Light Walker any good companion? You know, they nerfed it. They nerfed the Cold Light Walker, but I actually think it is an unsung hero when it comes to AoE DPS. And I kind of want to demonstrate, but I don't
Fear
have
to Beard
a
13.
lot of...
You can be Bruin Daredevil.
The what, Brunei Daredevil? As cool as that might sound, I actually don't have the abilities to kind of like see through kind of like vibrations like Daredevil can. So I'll be like blindfolded, right? And then just gonna like get my ass kicked. So I want to say, instead of the ability to fight crime with kind of like not being able to see, I want to say my ability or disability to not actually see people's faces has actually made me unfazed towards anxiety, if that makes sense. Fear. What I mean to say is, because I can't see what you're looking like, whether you're angry or sad or happy or upset, I just can't react to it because I can't see the face, right? So in a way, that's like a super ability for me because, yeah, it's a pro and con. It's a con because then I can't sympathize or empathize to the person because I can't tell whether they're happy or sad or whatever. But on the other side, on the flip side, I don't have to react as well. So it's like it's basically the two sides of the same coin.
Cami_WSS. BSV wears on streambo.com, remove
Oh.
the space, at RZZNXXVR. Feared a Beard 13. What age did your vision loss become so severe?
2 years ago. It started gradually. Actually, even before that, I had bouts of excruciating pain from my eyes.
Ursaba. I still remember that.
Yeah. So, but it comes and goes. Like once a year, like I'll get this like shooting pain through my eyes, and I'd go rush to, like, if it's at night, I'd rush to like 24-hour clinic, and they'll give me like some ointments or drops for my eyes, and then it'll be okay until the next year, and that kind of like repeated for several years. Until 2 years ago when I went to my optometrist or eye doctor, and she goes, "You got
Feared a Beard
cataracts."
13. Oh, so pretty recent. I thought it started when you were younger.
No. I mean, I contracted diabetes around the age of 25. I want to say that's about 20 years ago ish. So it only recently affected my eyes. So the nerves in my eyes are basically, I don't know, disappearing or bleeding or whatever, all these kind of like. But before all this happened with the eye issue, the pressure in my eyes were
Feared a
so
Beard 13.
high.
I remember when you had to get surgery and took a break.
Yeah. I mean, technically that was the 2 years ago when I stopped streaming. Oh yeah, by the way, Fear, if you didn't know, I'm sick. I've got a cold. I got a cold for like a week now, and yeah. Usually so too long didn't read version. I don't usually get sick, but when I do get sick, it's pretty bad. So but because I have a very high immunity, right, towards getting sick, I believe. Me getting sick now is probably would have been worse if I wasn't like working out and having a better kind of like immune system. If that makes sense. If I was like my lazy ass that I was like 8 months ago, I probably would be horribly like in bed right now, like just laying in bed, catatonic even, I think that's the word. Like I wouldn't be able to get up, I wouldn't be able to eat. I'd be like, kill me now. But now that my immune system is so much better, I am sick, which is pretty rare, but I'm not as ill as I could have been if my immune system wasn't as great. So what's going on with the chat? Is TTS not reading? Okay, never mind. Nobody said anything. So yeah, let me show you the Cold Light's ability for like AoE. Oh god, lag. You know what? This is probably not a good representation because the dummies are fixed, right? It doesn't move. But it's got a very wide AoE range, for one thing. It does decent damage, I want to say. Maybe not as good as, say, Regis, however.
Feared a
let's go
Beard
to
13.
PE.
Sounds like you need some soda.
Yeah, but I can't because I'm fasting. I can't drink or eat in the next, I want to say 6 hours. Sorry, 3 hours, not 6 hours. Which brings me back to what I was
Ursaba.
saying earlier.
Does it have a pull effect?
Yes.
Like Minotaur?
Yes. That's what I was trying to show. It has a pull effect like the Minotaur. Can you understand? It is another companion that can do that, what Minotaur can do, and it's got a slow effect. It's got an AoE effect. The damage is decent, right? It's got a cone effect. So compared to a Minotaur, it's got a 1-up from that already because it's got a cone attack. Because Minotaur can only do the AoE, right? And then a single target attack. Those are the only two abilities that he has. So I kind of wanna. I think is it this one or this one that has all the multiple kind of like enemies. It's probably gonna kill all of them. There you go. It insta killed them. I
Bashy
can't
Chu.
show you anything. Hey,
Wow, it's brother.
Lao, I'm sick, ma. Can you tell? Can you tell? Wait, what can I do with my voice right now that I can't usually do with my high pitched voice? Can I sing a song? What's the song? But I can't really do it with this stuffy nose. So
Bashy Chu.
I don't know if you guys can see
No,
that.
you always sound like that when you suck.
Okay. All right. Okay, ma. Whatever you say. No, it's kind of horrible, isn't it? Not my sister. My voice. My sister is horrible. she has a What's the word? What's the word I'm
Bashy
looking
Chu.
for here?
Get better soon,
There
though.
you go. No words of encouragement.
Bashy Chu. Oh,
Oh,
I retract my statement.
yeah, you would. How do I get out of here? Oh, that's not a way to get out of here. Wait, is this multiple? Let's see if we.
Fear the Beard 13.
These guys don't die.
Mother Bashy S4 Kara 1 finger heart.
Kara. So.
Bashy Chu. At Fear the Beard 13. Hello Fear.
Hello, Fear. So, I don't think these things die, or is it because they got a really high HP pool? It looks like they actually got quite a high HP pool. Even I can't really kill them right now. Oh, I'm still using the red dragon for some reason. But I kind of wanted to indicate or showcase
Bashy
that
Chu.
the Colt Light Walker
They're
is actually
dying.
pretty good. Yeah, but it's taking a while. That's my issue with this. It's because the HP pool, they have a really high HP, it looks like. I guess you're supposed to be looking at the numbers. That'd be good if I can actually see. Well, I mean, it looks like his AoE is decent, right? It's decent. Can I get rid of him by pressing it again? Yes. I still don't know how to get out of here. Oh, this way. So what was I saying? I'm talking about too many things now. I've totally forgot what I wanted to talk about. So I'm sick. I've been sick for a while. It'll take me a while to get better. I want to say it seems like I haven't gotten to the worst part yet. It's been a week now that I've been sick with this cold or stuffy nose. Yeah, I don't believe it's contagious. Although I do believe I got it from somebody. Most likely from the mosque. While I'm praying, because people do kind of like sneeze and cough and stuff like that. But I don't really get annoyed by it because I don't generally get sick until now. So, but it's good because it's basically your body is just creating antibodies towards colds and flus and what have you. I thought for a second though when I had this the first week, like earlier in the week, I assumed I had COVID because I lost my sense of taste and smell. And I had done the test using the kind of like home test kit. And it came out negative. But that was the beginning of the week. I don't know
Bashy
if
Chu.
it develops.
COVID.
Yeah, if it develops and then it gets detected. But yeah, so I'll probably do the test again maybe later. I don't know if I have a test kit right now. I'm gonna have to ask the wife to either buy one or provide me with one since she's working. She has those things. But I
Bashy
don't
Chu.
think so. I don't think so.
I have 3.
Oh, in your room right now? No, it's okay. I'm pretty sure we have. I just can't find it, obviously.
Bashy Chu. Yes, sir.
Sir. Abang. You know Albert, he calls you Kaka Sima. And I got a bit triggered by that because he calls me Mamut and he doesn't call me Abang Mamut and I'm way older than even Abang Lan. So it's like
Bashi Chu. Ha 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 ha.
respect
Beard of
me.
Beard 13. Save your brother Bashi, he is man baby Kappa.
Yeah, I am. But I, you know what? I actually like to be called a baby.
Mrsuba.
So full
What
on
is
you,
going
sir.
on? Laughing face,
Um,
is this a melee thing?
A what thing?
Bashi Chu.
A
Ew.
Malay thing. Yeah, kind of.
Beard of Beard 13.
Kind of.
LOL.
So Abang is big brother. Adik is little brother, little sister. So Bashiku is my adik, but adik perempuan. Perempuan meaning girl, right? Lady, female. And as lalaki is male, male
Bashi Chu.
guy.
Addict because we're dicks.
You know, I don't profane on the stream. Moderators? Nah, just kidding. You know, Fear is actually a moderator. Sorry, I asked Mrs. Ava, but I completely missed the
Bashi Chu.
reply.
Oh, sorry brother.
It's alright.
Mrsuba.
I guess I'll just be like,
FBI. Open up haha.
yeah, open up the door. I'll just not upload this on YouTube because apparently profanity is a no-no. Who cares, right? What was I saying? Mrs. Abba, would you like to be a moderator? Question mark. You don't really have to do anything, except for just now there was a guy or girl or a bot that was saying something which I didn't really quite catch. I think
Bashi
it's kind
Chu.
of like viewers.
Addict because we're an appendage. Mrsuba.
An appendage.
Nah, it's okay.
Alright.
YouTube is just weak. Laughing face. Mrsuba.
But don't you?
Sure thing, that would be my honor.
Oh, okay. So you're saying yes to being a mod. Okay. Let me see if I can even remember how to do this. Mod Mrs. I don't even know if I'm keying your
Mrsuba.
name correctly.
I have the power, guys.
Not yet.
Mrsuba. Haha, evil
Now
laugh
you do.
asterisk.
Now you do. just don't abuse your power, madam, and we'll be good. I don't ask a lot of my mods. However, it'd be nice if they can assist me while I'm doing my streams. You know, when there's like a bot or somebody starting to profane, like my little sister. Banner. No, I'm just kidding. What was I doing? So yeah, Cult Light Walker is pretty good as an AoE.
Bashi Chu. Salagatula menchikabola bibidai babidai boo, put M together and what have you got? Bibidai babidai boo, a moderator. Mrsuba. First message after being mod.
Nice. You wanna make that into a moment? We can make that into a moment.
Mrsuba.
Papidi-boopidi-bwa.
At Bashi Chu damn
How do I
son.
do a moment? Does anybody hear? Moment? Did I even spell that correctly? Hold on. Matt, do you know there's a function for stream where you can like make a moment? I think it's like hashtag actually, not hashtag. Can clip moments on stream and recognize viewers that were there with a recommendative badge. Yeah. Sorry, moments is no longer available. What? Can I do this?
Spartandi.
No, it doesn't work.
Moment.
Wow. So basically, you guys can't get the moment
Bashi
badge
Chu.
anymore.
You old.
I know I'm old. Don't remind me. I don't look
Mrsuba.
old.
Haha.
I am so confused right now. What is it that I'm doing? Let's go. You know what? Before. Oh yeah. What I wanted to do was equip my new gear, right? So you know what? Let's just go. Let's go to the workshop. Because I'm thinking we're gonna make a stamina regeneration +1 for my new neck and waist gear. Not quite sure if I have the profession, if I have the artisan for it to make it cheaper, but we'll see how it goes. Let's swap to my tank build.
Do you hear that? There's music
Etrian, that's fine. Etrian is really good as a companion for 10-man content, I want to say. Not so much 5-man content, because she has this ability, Aura, which increases people's critical. Is it? Something like that. Let me check. Allies who are above 50% health have their power and critical strike increased by 2%. Allies who are below 50% health have their defense and critical avoidance increased by 2%. This effect does not stack. So, if one person in a 10-man content has an Atrion, it will increase their stats by 2%. Those stats that I mentioned earlier. So, for RTQ, always Atrion. For 5-man content, such as RADQ, I would go for Dritz. Unless, of course, someone already is rocking Dritz, then I would choose a Tutor. And if somebody already has a Tutor, I would use a Portobello or Da Vinci. Right? And again, if somebody already has Portobello,
Vivian W.
then I'd use Atrium
Vivan
again.
Coffee Cat, Vivan Coffee Cat, Vivan Coffee Cat.
Coffee Cat.
Bashi Chu. EU maths and percentages and strategy.
I'm just a
Ursaba.
bottom line kind of guy.
Where you get that comp?
Which comp? I've
Ursaba.
showed like
At
5.
Vivian W. Hey, a Vivi, long time no see.
Wait, Vivi? Hey, Vivi, you're alive! Selamat berpuasa. How are you, bro?
Ursaba.
I feel like you streamed.
That summoned comp. Vivian W.
They're all summoned comps.
At Mursaba High MR Suba.
Which? Name. Tutor. Okay, so I showed Atrion, Tutor, Dritz, and Portobello. Oh, is that only 4? I feel like I showed
Mursaba.
5.
Eldreen.
Atrion.
Vivian W. At Spartan D Vivan UWU. I'm back to Neverwinter.
Yeah, that's what I thought, because, well, actually not recently. This was, I want to say, about a year ago I saw your stream, but I didn't see a stream after that, so. But yeah, good to hear you're back. I stopped streaming for 2 years because I'm blind.
Mursaba.
I'm still blind, by the way.
At Vivian W. Yes, he is playing with my husband a lot lately. Kidnapped
Nice.
by Miss Kahaha.
Why you didn't kidnap me? Well, I'm not always on. That's probably one thing. I'm not always on. But when I do go on, you can always ask me to do stuff for you.
Bashi
Mrs.
Chu.
Abba.
Okay, I disappear.
Okay.
Loud age.
Thank you for coming in. See you in your stream later on, maybe. Or whenever. I always use a Twitch stream, her Twitch stream, to let her know about things. Like dinner's ready, or lamb in the freezer, or sushi in the freezer. It's kind of like, oh, a phone? What's that? Okay, I'm getting distracted, guys. Let me... Oh, got another one? Okay. I kind of want to get rid of this necklace. I don't need it. This needs to be protected. I'm not sure why it wasn't. Okay. Right, so I need to look at my artifacts. Which one needs to go? Well, usually what I do is I put the slot for the artifact slot here is for my set. So considering I'm not going to use that set anymore, is it this one? This looks new. I can't actually zoom in and look at it. I'm going to have to use my phone for this.
Throw everything. Laughing face.
No!
Minimalist is the key.
No! I would like to be viable, Mrs. Ava, not some useless piece of crap that nobody's going to take up for, like, dungeons. Okay, so I've got 2 1500s. Actually, I got 3 1500s. This one is accuracy, combat advantage, so that's more of offense. This one is critical void awareness, so I'm gonna keep that. This is a latest one, even though it's offensive, I'm gonna keep it. Forte is good, defense and incoming healing are good. These are all good. Is this part of the set? Belt of blinding, I think so. So it looks like we're gonna get rid of this one, the beacon. Unfortunately, I do like it for its increased damage on targets and AoE and of course DPS. However, in order to equip this Crimson artifact, I guess we're gonna replace it. What's the abilities for this one? So defense, deflect, severity, and combat advantage, all good. Stamina regen, nice. Use 5,000 shield, so it's a defensive. Oh wait, no. Poisons the player. It poisons me. It poisons me. Although that would be good because I do proc off debuffs, so I get heals as well as a increased stats when I get debuffed. So I can self debuff myself, if that makes sense. That sentence sounds so weird. Self debuff myself. So if I self debuff, that makes more sense. I will proc these two. Or at least two. Minimum two. I got a shield gain. Self damage. That's fine. It's only 4%. Maximum stacks of 10.
Umbrasubba. Where do you get that Adrene comp?
Right, sorry.
I forgot again.
Yeah. I believe it's in the Zen store. I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Because that companion's been a while. It's been out for a while. And if you've already bought one, I don't think it pops up on the Zen store anymore. So just check your... You know what? I might be wrong. I think it's in the campaign store. Not campaign store, sorry. Campaign task. Does that make sense? Atrian is part of
Vivian
which
W.
campaign?
I got Etrian from Choice Pack in Crimson Horizon.
Yeah, you can get it from there as well. I want to say here. Was she here? If you can see it, guys, let me know, because I'm blind. Oh. There's different insignias. I didn't realize this. I need to zoom in further in, because I can't read what it says. Critical strike, forte, and combined ratings. That's actually not too bad, I want to say. I mean, the forte is nice. Wait, critical strike, forte, critical strike, forte. Why is... Oh, okay, it's just a better version of the green and rare. But I don't need critical strike, though. Unless, of course, we're talking about my DPS build. But, again, I guess I could use it instead of... Oh, but then I need my insignias for defensive stats. So, that may not be a good idea. If it was something like defense and forte or... awareness forte, deflect forte, then I would have picked it up immediately. That would have been an insta buy. I don't know where it is. Perhaps it's not here. Perhaps it's not this campaign. What about Menzoberranzan? No? I strongly believe that I did get her from either campaign or... Ooh, there's more. But wait, there's more. Critical avoidance, a deflection. What about this one? Accuracy, critical strike. You know what? I didn't even realize these things exist. For some reason. I probably thought, you know what, I've already got these guys, so I probably don't need it anymore. I think I've got these already. Gear. Weapons. And gear. So it's not Menzoberranzan. What about... It could be this one. I don't remember where Atrian was. Oh, wait, she's... She was part of the, not Demon Webs, but whatchamacalls that? Insurgency, you know? Not Valenhouse, the other one.
Fear the Beard 13.
The other map. I don't remember what it's called.
Elemental Evil Kappa.
Is it? No. Not elemental evil, but you're close. Consumables. I don't think Etrian is considered a consumable. Companion gear. Nope. Dark Maiden's gear. Nope. Well, I'll let you know, Mrs. Hubble, once I figure it out. I'm not sure where she, like, first started. Like, she was introduced in Neverwinter, which campaign it was.
Murasaba.
But I don't think it's that
Okie dokie.
particular one. It was after that. It was after that campaign that you could actually get Atrian as a companion, I believe. If I bump into her somewhere, I'll let you know. I feel like it's like Sharndar? No. This is the old Sharndar, no? Dragon Slayer? I have no idea. I'll probably teleport to that map in a second once I get this build. Oh my god, I am in the orange with defense. That's no bueno. That means my rating, my defensive stats are basically wasted. So we got the neck piece, Crimson Oath, and then we got the waist, which is the Crimson Oath. There we go. There we go. What are my stats like? Oh, it's way over. But I like to see it. 103%. It went down to 102% for some reason. I'm not sure why that happened. But I believe we have now a new set, right? And it will give me like a temporary shield as well as a poison. But it's only during use. What is his passive ability? Nothing.
Murasaba. Yes, only when you use artifact.
Yeah. Although the stats are nice, right? It's a defensive stat and
Murasaba.
is an upgrade from what I was
Such a
reading.
useless set, haha.
What do you mean useless? Is my IL is 110 now as opposed to 108 before. In fact, it could be higher because I'm not even using the latest gears. Here we go. Swap this, swap this, swap those. This is not even a defensive boots. It's offensive
Murasaba.
boots.
Oh, stats are nice, but neck belt set bonus asterisk.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been better if I got the gear set from Master of the Dread Sanctum, but I haven't been running it. And my goal today for this stream actually is to run the Master Dread Sanctum until I get the headpiece, and also the boots for my tank.
Murasaba.
This one is a DPS.
Cause that artifact is not good, better to use myth artifact.
Debatable. I mean, we'll find out. We'll find out. Because I don't like to go with the kind of like the norm. I like to go with the meta, whichever that is. If meta is the norm or it's something new, I like to be different from other people and other builds because it's like a cookie cutter, right? Everybody just follows
Murasaba.
one person's build.
Cause if I use that,
Mhm.
laughing face, I am 100% sure I get PM saying, go that artifact, haha.
Which artifact in particular? I know you said it earlier, but I didn't catch it. I didn't quite catch what you said.
Murasaba. That neck belt set is so good. Laughing face, you get shield and ink DMG.
Lol.
Murasaba. That crimson artifact.
Oh, you were talking about this one. It poisons me. Does it do anything to the enemy though? I don't think it does, right? It just poisons me. It poisons me, but I can reflect it to my enemies.
Murasaba.
Which is funny.
10% less DMG.
It does? I didn't catch that. Oh yeah. Target deals 10% less damage. Amongst other things, I'm going to say. Let me check. I can't see it. No, I zoomed in too much now that it doesn't actually, I can't actually see it. So I'm just going to use my phone for this just because. Where does it say? poisons the player. We already know that. Added effect, targets deal. So that's it. Right, that's it. It deals 10. And it stacks for 10. What stacks for 10 times though? Oh, 10 seconds duration. But there's also a max stacks of 10. What does that mean? What does it mean that it stacks 10 times? Shield gain. So I get a 40% shield? Is that what it's saying? Or is it dots? Is it talking about dots or is it talking about stacks? I don't quite understand. We'll test it later on. But let's look at my stats. Like what I need to kind of like change around.
When enemy hit you, you get stack. On 10x stack you get massive shield. Mrsuba.
That doesn't
Try that in training room.
Okay, I'll do that in a second. 102% defense, 50% on awareness, 51% critical avoidance, 26% deflect, and 25% deflect severity. So across the board, I'm thinking this is green. Is this green or is it just white? Which means I can improve that further. So let's go.
Mrsuba. You get massive shield on when you use that artifact.
So on use and on hit. So two separate ones. Okay, so once I swapped one of my belts from awareness belt to defensive belt, I actually got to green, which is just like the sweet spot. But if you look at my percentage, it only raised it by 0.7%. If I saw that correctly, I'll just double check again. So swap back to awareness. Yeah, 0.7% increase. Let's see if what if I put more defense? No, that's awareness. Yeah, that's defense. How much more? Okay, that's way over. But it still caps at 102.8. So there's no point me having two defensive companion gears. However, that means that I can tweak it slightly, right? I would like more awareness though. So instead of slotting in this defensive belt, I'll just use an awareness one. So all three of these are awareness. I probably could play around with my insignias because I do believe one of these, or at least one of these insignias are not fortitudes. Because I was missing. Yeah, look, this one is gone. Perhaps I can swap this to fortitude. Do I have a fortitude regal? I don't believe I have one for mythic. So what about? Oh, regal. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm having to use this barb instead of this. What you call this? Enlightened insignia for the stats, because I want this ability. This particular ability, what is it called? Allies Resilience. Because when I get hit as a tank, I give buffs to all my allies for defense and something else, which I can't really see what it says here. Defense and deflect. 2% more defense and deflect, which means that group content, I'm a really good tank to have. So not only do I have Atrian for the 2% defense and whatever HP, I believe, or something, when you get 50% less HP for everybody in a 10-man group, but also a 5-man group. And then this one as well, Allies Resilience. What is this? Defender's Retort. So that's an AoE, that's fine. Although I want to change this to an Enlightened Fortitude. Prosperity, nope. Fortitude, there we go. Fortitude. Is that gonna cap? Oh, now it's green. It's good. It's perfect now. I may have to swap around my guns for fortitudes, or even for my fortitudes to guns in future iterations. But for right now, this is the sweet spot where awareness belts, my fortitude insignias, my stats are kind of perfect. What about my stamina regen? My stamina regen is now at 48.9, so about 49%. I could improve that by putting on 2 stamina regen jewels on my neck piece and my belt piece. Let me check in the auction house how much they are at the moment. Before that, let's put chat back up. So I want, what is it called? Major stamina regen jewel +1. It is selling, 2 of those are selling for 84,000. So let me go on professions. If I can maybe make my own for cheaper.
Fear the Beard 13.
Major stamina.
You need to bring your barb tank out of retirement.
I do actually. In fact, we might play around with him in a second, like this stream. But don't put your hopes up. Horn glue, I need at least 1, I want to say. So let's just make it. Horn glue. Oh, glue. Horn glue. Beast horn. Aberrant hide. Do I have anyone? I guess I could use this guy. I don't know if he's cheaper. Durkers. Wait, is
Fear the Beard
Durkers
13.
the latest one?
Please get my hopes up, Daddy. It's the highlight of my week. LOL.
You know, you could always play Neverwinter again. What can I use? I just want it to be free, if that makes sense. So, bounty? No, that's dab hand. Focus, no. Miracle worker. So this has a 5%, 10% chance of being free, right? And it costs 44. It costs 44 silver. No. Oh, it's a horn. Duh. I don't need this. I thought we were making the thing. The jewel. It wasn't even the jewel. Can I have a dab hand? Can I have a dab hand artisan? Recycle. Dab hand. There we go. Does this have dab hand? Well, although, Fear, I don't think I'll be using the barb as a tank though. That's a recycle. Okay, that's good enough, I guess. Let's make it. We got 1 horn glue, which is good enough. I don't have an index, but I can definitely buy one. Like from here, using my, I don't know what's called, commissions. Exchange old profession items. And then exchange old assets. Buy new materials. So we're looking for Aureus index. I think that's how you say it. Aureus
Vivian
or
W.
Aurelius, something like that.
Even wait, what?
Huh? What? Yeah, Vivi is here if you missed it. Where is Aureus index? Maybe it's the old materials? It looks like a book, right? I suppose I could just simply buy it, but then I'd have to buy it using AD, and I'm a cheapskate, so...
Fear the Beard 13. Barb tank always interest me, but I never wanted to spend resources on gearing one.
Neither do I, but thank God for account bound, because now I've got a tank gear, belt, neck, and artifact for my Sentinel. Is it Sentinel? Barb tank. And I didn't have to spend a cent. Well, I mean, technically speaking, I did spend real life cash to buy Zen in order to buy the battle pass. But I mean, if it improves my kind of like gameplay on 20 or on 55 tunes, then why the hell not, right? Did I just miss the Aureus index, by the way? I feel like I'm going towards like the cheaper materials here. Let's talk to her again. Maybe it's a different one. Exchange, and then old materials. Okay, I still got an egg. Did I miss it? How did I mean, I am blind. Uh, exchange old, buy new. Buy new assets? No, I don't think that's it. It should be new material. It should be towards the bottom, guys. I don't know where it is. I did not see it at all. Arias index. Do I need to zoom even further in? Arias. So I'm having an interview on this coming Wednesday, right? In the next 2 days. How do you guys feel about me telling them my potential future employers that I'm blind? Is that it? It is. Wait, that's a region, Argon index. That's not an Arias index. So it should be in this kind of like region then, no? Seriously, I can't see to save my life. Argon index. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the Arias index.
Fear de Beard 13. Where are you working? I missed it.
Oh yeah, so I'm getting interviewed for the insurance company that I applied for last time. The Takaful, the Islamic insurance that I passed the exam for about a week ago, I want to say. So I was just waiting, and I got sick of waiting, and I just basically contacted them and asked, when is this training gonna start? And he goes, oh yeah, you're still being kind of like processed, meaning to say they have to go through the Brunei Darussalam Central Bank in order to approve me for as an agent. So it wasn't their fault. It was another
Fear de
like
Beard
a third
13.
company.
Well, at least you're honest, lol.
Yeah. but yeah, it's okay. So here's the thing. Last time I had an interview for an insurance company, same thing happened, a different one, not the same one. I told them like, well, actually it went pretty well, the interview. Only towards the end, when they asked me to fill in a form, I just fessed up and said, I'm sorry, I can't actually fill this in physically because I can't really see what I'm writing down because I'm blind. And they were like, you're blind? And like, cataracts. So I can't see out of this eye. And they were very, I feel like they were very not perceptive. They were very, they were okay with it, at least during the interview. But then a week later, I got a call back from them saying that, sorry, that they don't think that I'd be a good fit or something like this, along those lines. They didn't say that I'm not a good fit in those kind of like lines exactly, but basically they weren't going to hire me or become their principal, as in I will not be able to sell their insurance on their behalf as an agent. To which goes back to, I feel like the reason why they did that was because I'm blind. They didn't give me a really good reason why they didn't want to hire me. But it could be other reasons. It's just that I feel like that is one of the major reasons why they rejected my application. So same thing here. If I was to tell them, because all this time going in for the briefing where they actually met me, but as you know, I can still act like as if I'm fine, I'm normal, like I don't have a disability, because I can still see out of my eye or eyes. And then I went and studied the course, right? And then I sat for the exam, all while being disabled, and I still passed. So there's like two ways that this can go. I tell them that I'm blind, or at least visually impaired, and they'd be like, whoa, you did all this without being able to see perfectly, and they'd be like, oh, okay, we can do this, we can use somebody like you. Or I tell them, right, I'm gonna tell them regardless, like whether they ask or whether they like ask me to sign in fill in a form, or if it comes up during the interview on a Wednesday, I will tell them so that I'm visually impaired. Or at the end of the interview, they go something like, "Is there anything you'd like to add?" I'll be like, "Oh yeah, I'm visually impaired." By the way. So not telling them is not an option. I am actually going to tell them, regardless they asked or not, that I'm visually impaired. So the only two outcomes is they will be surprised and they will hire me regardless of my disability, or they reject me because of my disability. Those are the only two ways this is going to go. To which I'm okay with either which way, to be honest. If I don't get this job, or if I don't get chosen as an agent, there are still other insurance agencies that I can apply for. Obviously, there's much less in Mithril Index. That's not the one I'm looking for. There's much less insurance company that I can apply for, but it's fine. I don't feel like I would like to work for somebody who's against someone who's visually impaired. But that's just my opinion. You know, they could be very susceptible to it. They could be like, wow, you know what, that's great. You not being able to see and still manage to do all these things is like something that we look for in an employee, or at least an agent.
Feared a Beard 13. Was your wife worried about you working again?
No.
Restream.io. Trophy, congratulations. You've received
You know what?
100 messages today with Restream chat.
This. I think I need to mute this, only because add to block list. Yeah, because it's annoying. It's annoying. I mean, I'm glad that I got the trophy, but it doesn't do anything. It doesn't mean anything. So is my wife worried? The thing is, if I do get hired as an agent, I don't need to leave the house. I can still do or sell the insurance or advise people remotely. If they need to see me one-to-one, we can go on a Zoom call. I don't have to leave this chair in order to sell products. That's the beauty of it.
Vivian W.
What? I'm waiting with bated breath, sir. Let's see what it says. I can read this. Okay, yeah. I don't know why. Oh shoot! Did it? No. Did adding it to the block list not make it able to read?
Followage. Feared a Beard 13.
Follow age.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, okay, now now it plays. I don't know why it took so long for it to start the TTS. But I mean, okay, so I do want to be able to visit my clients physically, right? Face to face. So if they do require me to meet them, like at their homes or at the hospital or at their workplace or whatever use, then yes, I'll be able to do that anyway. I can still drive, you know. Unless it's at night. In the evenings, then that'll be an issue for me because I can't see very well in the evening, at night, sorry. To which I still got ways. Either one, I get my wife to send me or somebody to send me, or the customer comes to see me here at my home, or I hire basically an Uber, or our version of Ubers here is Dart. Get a Dart driver to come pick me up and send me over and do the same for when I want to come home. Basically, all I'm saying is, yes, I have obstacles, right? If I was to be an agent, I'll have these kind of like things that are gonna make my life much harder in order to do my work. But I'm not gonna use that as an excuse not to do work. I'm still able to do all these things, alternative. So in fact, even me streaming right now, I kind of want to reach out to people who are disabled to kind of show them that, yeah, you can still stream or you can still earn money in this way, even though you're disabled, Because I feel like for a very long time, as you may or may not know, I didn't stream for 2 years because I felt like it was a downer that I was I'm disabled And then when people come into my stream, it's like, oh my god, this guy is disabled, you know, boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. My life is such a sad story. But nah, I don't want to go that route. I didn't want to go that route. So in order to kind of like make that so that people don't get uncomfortable during my stream, I just don't stream at all. But I kind of miss streaming. So that's why... Oh. My game crashed. Oh no, it's back. It's back, guys. I was wondering why it didn't pop up my thingy. My professions. It wasn't working. Major stamina. So, gold ingot. I needed... Wait, didn't I buy an Aureus index? I thought I just did. What's going on? I have to go look for it again. I thought I did. The music stopped again. I really hate using this app sometimes. Aureus. I think it's way down here, right? I'm pretty sure it's on the right column at least. So I know what I don't have to look at the left column. Mithras index. Amber index. Aureus index. There. 1. Buy 1. There. That should be it. Should being the keyword, guys. I believe it's already Asar. Yeah, it is Asar. I'll pray later before when I close the stream. I'm gonna go and pray, guys. So no worries there. So I'm looking for somebody that's gonna give this for me for free. Oh, actually, or this one, Miracle Worker, cheaper. So I can get it for 31. So if I was to make 2 of these, it'll only be 62.62-ish. 62.80, which is a way cheaper than the guy that was selling it for. So I'm gonna make my own stamina regen jewel. I don't think Dab Hand works for this. Miracle Worker, sure. And I will use Forge Hammer. I think it's good enough. In fact, although recycle, well, you know what? It's 100% over 100%. I don't think it actually matters. So I'm trying to look for free. So Miracle Worker again. 20%, guys. So if I can get a 20%. So there's 20% here, and there is a 20% here, 40% chance of this being completely free. I'm gonna have to buy another Aureus index, I believe, and even make another horn glue, but let's see how this goes. Bismillah. So it looks like I still have to pay. It looks like I still have to pay. Let me check. It would be dropped. Oh no, it doesn't. What about log? Oh, it doesn't show me. It doesn't tell me whether or not I used AD or not. So that was a shame. I should have checked my AD, how much AD I've got first before I started the experiment. Inventory. How much AD have I got? It looks like I've got 298,000, almost 300,000 AD. I'm not sure what my AD was before this. I guess I could check in the VOD and see how much AD I had previously. But even if I did spend AD, it was about 32,000 AD. We're gonna look for another Aureus index. So you guys probably say, well, why don't you make your own Aureus index, Spartan? I don't think I have enough materials for it. In fact, I don't even know if you can actually make Aureus indexes. That's enough. Let's go make another one because we need an oh god, horn glue. Horn glue. Horn glue. We don't need a Miracle Worker. We need like a Dab Hand. I believe she is a Dab Hand. Maker's Bounty, I believe, the consumable. Maker's Bounty. This one. Dab hand. Bismillah. It looks like we did get double, so that's nice. That could have been more useful earlier, but you know what? I'm not gonna complain. We need to make a major stamina. Major stamina. Raw gold. Horn glue. We're gonna use this one to get a chance of it being free. Maker's... Was it Maker's Key? Miracle Worker, yeah. Maker's Key. There we go. And make. At a 40% chance, it didn't proc. Which is a shame. Let me check my AD again. So my AD now is 367. So definitely spent about 60 AD, which is fine. We could have spent 80,000 AD, but we didn't. So I would say I saved about 20,000 AD just by making my own stamina jewel. So let me just, is it double click? Can double click on it, right? Double click. Double click. There. Okay. Successfully applied. I forgot to check my stamina regen. I believe it was like 54 earlier, so this should be 53. How did I go less? Maybe it was 50, now it's 53. 2.5%? So I increased my stamina regen by 4.4%. Okay, so it's definitely more, right, guys? So that's that. What's next? I believe I can fly. Do I want to go? Let's do RTQ. I don't really need to now, considering I've already gotten my my battle pass completed. But while that's happening, I guess we can just like...
Vivian W. Rad plus.
Rad. You know what? We can do RAD. RADQ. Sure. Vivi, are we friends? Are you in my friends list? I don't know if you're in my friends list. Wait, you're a VIP?
Vivian W.
When did you become a VIP?
Heal?
Anything, bro. Heal would be nice because then all we have to look for are 3 DPSers. Did you just buy VIP without telling me? Thank you if you did, sir. Oh, we're not friends. Oh, ooh. Ooh. We're friends now. We're friends now. Thank you for the VIP. It didn't pop up. I didn't hear it. It usually pops up if I get a like a VIP.
Vivian W.
Let me check actually.
No, this one is my alt account.
But it's still VIP though.
Vivian W. We friend in my black account.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So we are friends. Okay. I was worried. Phew. I was worried. I was like, we're not friends. I was like internally conflicted inside. We need to look for DPSers. Looking for 3 more air ADQ. I need DPSers. I could look for in port player, looking for group, I suppose. Can't see to save my life. Pro player, looking for group. Well, we can probably just queue it like random.
Vivian W.
To be honest.
If don't have decent DPS, I can switch to my black support DPS.
Nah, that's fine. I'm asking in channels for RADQ. We should get like really big PP DPSers here. I'm not gonna. I mean, if I was desperate, I'd probably just queue us in as a public or even ask in PE. But I'm not that desperate quite yet. I don't want people to wait too long though, so that's probably a reason why I'd want to queue us public, Vivi, if you don't mind. Look for more heal area. Nobody's. You know what? Let's just queue for it right now and see if it pops. Are you okay with this? Because I don't want to wait.
I'm okay with any.
All right. Like I get it. It's okay. That was quick. Because DPS are the ones that are really hard or difficult to look for are tanks and healers. Anything else? DPSers basically is leftovers, not anything else. DPS roles are quite easy to get. Sorry to say. There are a dime a dozen. So going back to what I was saying to Mrs. Abba about the physical, I do have, in fact, one of my bros are thinking of opening a printing shop. I was saying earlier that I have my own printing shop, but I gave it away to my brother-in-law, so I don't have the equipments anymore. I could just buy a generic mug, a generic sticker, generic hoodie, and then make it my own, make the own prints, right? I used to be able to do that. I had the equipment for it, the press, the printer, the inks for it, the special paper. I used to have all of those, but I gave all of that away for free to my cousin. I had two. So one set I gave away to my cousin, but that's not really for free. That was kind of like an exchange for a service of his, although I didn't get the service, in fact. So technically speaking, I did give it to him for free, which is fine. Sorry, yeah, we just put. And then the other set I gave to my elder sister, so her husband has it now. That one I gave away for free. I didn't ask anything back in return. So I suppose if they still have the equipment and they haven't given it away, or even my cousin, if he has it and hasn't given it away, or if it's not broken, I could probably ask them to do it for me. So we could print it on mugs. You can make stickers. You can print it on like a what you call it? A transfer. There's a method. It's called an ink transfer. So it's basically like a temporary tattoo kind of thing. So you print it on the special, if using the special ink and the special paper, and then once you print it on that piece of paper in reverse, you then put it on the fabric. So in this case, like a hoodie or a shirt, face down, right, where the ink is touching the material. And then you use a heat press to transfer heat. So the ink would actually adhere to the material, to the shirt and to the hoodie. Oh shoot, I'm not gonna... Sorry, we pugged. What's the RC today, by the way? I don't know. I just logged in there. I this morning was pretty hectic for me. I had to take out the chicken. I just realized. That's fine. I'll do that after stream. I gotta pray, and then I gotta shorts of turn. Easy. We're gonna do that later. I have to go take the chicken out from the freezer. Probably pop it in the microwave in order for it to kind of like defrost faster. Why is it doing this? There we go. Waiting for map. What else was I supposed to do? Pray, take the chicken out from the freezer, put it and defrost it in the microwave possibly, because if I stop the stream at say 5 o'clock, in about an hour from now, she wants to cook it at 6 o'clock, right? So she only has an hour for it to defrost, which is impossible. So I'm gonna have to either pop it in the microwave or put it inside like a hot bath, I think. in order for it to defrost much faster. If you want to defrost chicken, right, you're supposed to leave it out like the whole day.
Fear the Beard 13. What's she making?
I have no idea. It's basically like, what you call that? I'm assuming she's gonna make curry, because usually when she asks for like chicken pieces, like just the drumstick, the wings, cut up already, it's pre-cut. It's pre-cut chicken. I make roast
Fear
chicken
the Beard
using
13.
the whole chicken.
Oh chicken, yeah, I leave it in the fridge overnight.
Yeah, but this is the freezer. So overnight, well, if you're gonna cook on the day, then in the morning, and then in the evening when you're gonna cook it, is good enough, I want to say. Although when I did roast my chicken last time, it was still frozen, even though I took it out. I put it in the bath, like a water bath. It was still frozen inside. But once you put it in the air fryer, it's fine. In fact, there's a technique where if you wanted to roast like beef, like steak, you can in fact roast it
Fear the
inside
Beard
an air
13.
fryer, frozen.
You ate iced chicken kappa.
No, you can roast it in the air fryer. It's fine. I tried it. It's actually, it works for chicken as well. Frozen chicken, just pop it in. Although I hesitate really to do that because salmonella, right? Oh God, I thought it was waiting for map. Sorry about this, Vivi. I have no control over this. We did get 2 pluses for DPSers, but there we go. Finally, waiting for map. I think it was waiting for map earlier too. Why didn't it work? Yeah, waiting for map. Jeebus. So what was I saying, guys? Yeah. So frozen chicken is basically ice.
Fear the Beard 13.
Right?
Would the water keep it from crisping up?
No, it crisps up.
Vivian W. No worries.
Okay, thank you. I mean, I wouldn't mind if we had to keep on doing it again and again and again. But I'm by myself. But if it's with somebody else, I do apologize. You're probably like cursing like in this case. Why are you guys not queuing? Go go! Oh my God! Tomb of the Night Guys. Oh well, this is fine. This is fine. I would like to test my new. What am I doing? Okay. I
Fear
need
the
to
Beard
test
13.
my new gears.
T9 your favorite LOL.
T9? Yeah, 2. No. I prefer something short and sweet. This is too long. If you can't finish like an RC within 5 to 10 minutes, I don't want it. I'd rather do something else, man. But when it comes to dungeons, I suppose, yeah, it makes sense to be longer. Whoa! Look at my temporary shields! That's not 40%, that's like 60%. Oh, now it gets lower. I don't know why. Is it... Vivi, are you an OP? Are you a paladin? I don't think so. Or you give me temporary shields. I thought that was my artifact. Why do I have temporary shields?
Fear
Hey.
the Beard 13. Vivi has big PP.
He's a healer. But he's a healer though. I mean, not to say that healers can't have big peepees. I just... Oh wait, is it this one? I'm blind. Yeah, I guessed right. Going back to... okay, so my temporary shield is gone now. I'm assuming then it's because of my artifact. Meaning to say, I've just... No, I just got temporary shield again. Monkey. Oh, you are an OP. Snail, lizard, gecko, monkey. I can't interact with that. I'm in combat. So when I activate my artifact, Jeebus, that temporary shield. Are you sure this is your alt tune? Or is it like a main tune? Because Because those are big PP shields. That's like, it's like 60%. I don't know whether it's my artifact or your shields that are giving me temporary shields now, Vivi. I thought that 60% was from me, from my artifact. It doesn't seem like to be the case. Wait, are you texting me right now? Check my stats. Oh, ooh. How do I? Is that inspect? I'm trying to inspect you, sir. 83k? And you can do this much healing? Jeebus, what do you do? What do you eat? Incoming healing, outgoing healings, 60%. So your critical strike's high? 84% though. I mean 84%, 84,000. Power 75. Jeebus. I don't understand why you're healing me for so much. Doesn't make sense to me, Vivi. Like, I know we are in scaled content and all, but I've got freaking 1.7 million HP. An 80k healer should not be able to give me 60% temporary shields. Or at least that is my understanding of heals. And your stats, it doesn't like make sense. The input is not equal to the output, sir.
Vivian W. At Feared of Beard 13 me Asian.
Hacks lore. Hacks lore. Did we skip? Were you guys waiting for me? Are you seriously doing this? Because I don't want to do this. It doesn't help that I'm blind. Purple, Scorpion. So what were we talking about earlier? I feel like we were talking about something earlier, and I completely forgot about it now. I got distracted with Vivi's big PP DPS. Look, if I was to use an artifact, stop healing. If I was to use an artifact, how much is my heals gonna be? Stop healing. I said, this guy. I said stop healing. He keeps on healing. I can't test this. I don't know how much temporary shield I'm gonna have with my artifact if you're gonna keep on healing me, sir. I don't know. I'll test this in the practice room later. But yeah, I think unfortunately, do we have time for a master dungeon? I don't know, because I do want to stop around 5 o'clock, guys. I do want to start thinking about cooking my sunkai. Sahur is the name of the meal that we eat before we start fasting, by the way, Mrs. Abba, if you were still wondering. I just remembered that was the conversation that we had much earlier. I totally forgot about it though at this point. Do I want to use artifacts? Not really. I'm like waiting for the shadow thing. The shadow thing being the guy that sucks your life. Your kind of like soul. That kind of like, what do you call those Harry Potter things? Soul sucking things? Not Death Adders. Are they called Death Adders? I don't remember. It's been a while since I read or watched any Harry Potter kind of like content. So the last time I went to anything Harry Potter was the Harry Potter kind of like, not museum, but whatchamacallit? So do I want to take this middle one? I guess I will. The thing is, the middle one is for the AoE, right? I think it's the DPS that are supposed to take it. But it doesn't give you damage towards Orcus, which is the boss. So in fact, DPSers don't want to take the middle one, because then they don't do damage to Orcus. And the reason why tanks get it is so that we can kill the AoE, the mobs, right? That is the old thinking. However, I realized because I'm not doing a lot of damage to Orcus, I can't get his aggro. And when people doing a lot of DPS on Arcus, I lose aggro on Arcus. I realize that now. It took me freaking, I don't know when Tomb of the Nine Gods came out. I wanna say about 10 years ago. Maybe 5 years ago. I don't know, guys. It took me 5 years to figure out this fact, that the fact that I'm losing aggro is because I'm taking the middle debuff, as it were. Of course, there are in fact ways for you to kind of like avert this by signing out and coming back in, but I don't do those stuff. And that also applies to when you're fighting the ice giant. What's her name? Luffy or something? Rufy. In which dungeon was it called? Another favorite dungeon of mine, right? Not Svartborg. Not Cold Run. Something like this. I don't remember what the dungeon's name is. But anyway, if you want to avoid getting killed by Rufy's ice thing, you just sign out and then sign back in, or log out the game, log back in, to kind of like escape from being killed. But again, I don't do stuff like that. Is it even okay for me to talk like that? Like, tell you guys how to, what's the word I'm looking for? Hexor. I don't condone it, guys. I don't do it myself. I don't expect people to do it either. I mean, if you're gonna die. It's fine. Learn mechanics. It's actually quite easy to do the mechanics anyway. So I don't understand why people would need to do something like that to kind of like hack their way. It's not even a hacking, is it? It's just in fact, this is why most RPGs don't allow you to kind of like log out of the game while you're still logged in. I suppose if people can still Alt F4, right? If they get an unreasonable, or no, sorry, not unreasonable. If they get a bad result, like getting killed during PvP or something, or about to get killed in PvP, they just sign out or log out. But because games usually they don't allow you to sign out, log out while in game, to stop people from doing stuff like that, to abuse the system, as it were. Sorry, I do this puzzle if I could actually see, but I can't. So I mean, I'm using it as an excuse. I actually know how to do this puzzle, just can't be bothered to do it. We would have just like crossed the door immediately, but it seems like people just want to do this puzzle. So let's let them. You know what? Beat yourself out. It is much faster if everybody works the same time. The more people who does it, the faster it'll go. It's just that, see, people are saying something in chat. I think it's Vivi. I can't read what it says. I have to zoom in. So, vase or vase, scepter, sword, and shield. I think you guys can get it. That's like already almost 5. By the way, I didn't even realize. Is anybody using Drits, by the way? I don't think so, right? It's fine. Because, as I mentioned earlier, if people have Drits, I'd use Tutor. And if somebody else has Tutor and Drits, Drits, Tutor, Portobello, and Atrium. Those are the kind of like 4 that I would use during group content. Unfortunately, I mean, Aura is the same as well. If you can have 4 of the, so there's a new Aura, I don't remember what it's called, the 4th one. It's from the Undead, the new mod that came out, this mod. Speaking of which, I've got a key, so I will open a lockbox later on, guys, if I remember. So, key, what else is there? So, Runic Aura, Pack Tactics, and Mystic or Mythic Aura. I think it's called Mystic Aura. And the new Aura, which I don't remember. top of my head. We just need another kind of like 5th companion and 5th aura in order to kind of like optimize. Kind of like a full, like the most efficient, the meta as it were. The most efficient tactics available. For right now, we only have 4 companions and 4 auras that you can use during group content. I mean, of course, you can go and use a 5th companion, whatever it is. Be it, say, what's his face, Minsk, or perhaps a Lizard Folk Shaman, I believe, or is it Archer? I don't remember, or Lizard Folk. To do more DPS, but if you're only using 1 lizard companion, I don't think this is gonna be make sense. Perhaps a Batiri might be better, or still Minsk might be better in that case. If you have something like maybe Rust Monster, that would also be good because he will lower kind of like the critical avoidance, I believe, of a target. So like a last boss, Rust Monster, I guess that would be good. What else would there be? It really depends on what kind of like boss you're facing. So if you have a boss that has mobs, I suppose you could use Regis or even Cold Light Walker, like I demonstrated earlier. Cold Light Walker is pretty easy to get nowadays, I believe, because a lot of people got it from the lockbox, not lockbox, but from the Winter Festival, opening those kind of like chest things. I actually got 2. One I bought, I believe. No, I bought the chest pieces, not chest pieces, the lock boxes for Winter Festival. And with the free ones, I ended up getting 2. One of which I gave away. So,
You're not supposed to be here.
which reminds me about my promise about the coalescent mode. Although I believe Kitten's asleep right now still as we speak. So I don't blame her. I don't blame her for not being here at the moment. But when she does pop, if she pops up later on today or the next time I stream, I'll get her kind of like confirmation that it is in fact her, and I will send it over to her way. At least now I know. It's good to know that I actually have a coalescent mode that I can pay her with. Again, I'm not gonna forget Mrs. Abba, hopefully, about the mythic insignia. Not quite sure. We are in a sale right now, a Wondrous Bazaar sale, an Astral Diamond sale, which is also the Wondrous Bazaar, by the way. Yeah, I'm gonna refine that. Find that. This I'll keep. This I'll probably put in the shared bank. I don't know what voucher I got just now.
Enter.
I don't really have the Zen.
Fools.
Vivian W. I just realize you have a 30k item level more than me. Vivian, wait, what?
Yeah, but that's only because I just got the new Crimson artifact. In fact, I don't even know how much IL I have. Almost 114,000 IL. But yeah, which means that I need 7,000 more IL from somewhere, right, to get 130%. Oh, that somewhere being this headpiece. I don't know if it's gonna give me 7,000 IL, but that's the only thing that's missing right now. All my other gears are prismatic, which is the latest gears. Although not all of them is for a tank, unfortunately. But I don't think your healer can go to a master quite yet, right, Vivi? I would like to go and do master, but I feel like after this RADQ, after this Tomb of the Nine Gods, I think I may have to stop the stream.
Vivian W.
Maybe.
I have main healer.
You do?
Vivian W.
Do you want to
My
do master? Because I have this new power now. I have temporary
Vivian W.
shields.
103k item level.
103? Nice. It is enough. It is enough, sir. That is, of course, if only if you want to. I don't really run a lot of Master the Dread Sanctum. But I wasn't too confident with my stats. I'm more confident
Vivian
with my
W.
stats now with my new gears.
115k item level if I equip
Ooh.
all mythic insignia.
Ooh. But do you really want to, right? You don't really want to do that, right? Because stats, the IL, it does not equate to stats. You want to have good stats in order to complete. Why is my defense so high?
Vivian W. I'm up for anything.
Sure. But I want to say maybe not today because I gotta pray. I gotta pray. I gotta cook. So let's make a rain check. Let's take a rain check for Master of the Dread Sanctum. My stream has gone longer than I expected. Because I was thinking of Battle Pass, upgrade my character, my tune, and then do Master. But I only got 30 minutes left, so we might be able to squeeze it. I'm more comfortable doing something like an RC instead though, since I haven't done RC yet, or maybe even RTQ or a combination of those three. The ideal would be if we could do RC. We're doing RADQ right now, RTQ, and also I already said RC, Master of the Dread Sanctum. But even if I did do the Master of the Dread Sanctum, there's no guarantee that I will get the headpiece and the boots for my tank. It's still a chance. So, how did somebody die? Blame the healer. Blame the healer. Just joking. In fact, I probably could just stand still and get hit by the IPS and not feel anything. Oh wow, nothing. Literally no health loss because of my temporary shield. Are we not gonna kill these? We might end up failing. Okay. I think that's good. That's good enough. I mean, a little bit of the soul is not gonna kill anybody. I don't think. I could probably use my. Oh, never mind. Never mind. It's 0 damage. We can do RTQ after this, maybe if you want to. Look at that temporary shield, guys. Seriously. Like if this was
Vivian W.
MTBS.
Sure.
If this was MTBS, I wouldn't even break a sweat. This is like so comfortable. Like having temporary shield all the time, like 100% uptime. No, we don't need to worry about the souls anymore. Where's the boss? There you go. Like, Raggy. I lost my voice. I can't talk. I can't drink. I was thinking of trying to look for water. It's a good thing I don't have my water right here, because usually I'd reach out for it and take a sip at this point. If I was streaming normally, right, on a normal day, I'd be taking 2 liters of water every single day. Nowadays, because I'm fasting, it's a lot harder for me, not to want to drink, not being able to drink, having to talk a lot, and not being able to drink a glass of water. But you know what? It's fine. I was born for this.
Safe at the heart of this hoop. Try to reach them, and I will ensure.
Greater Stone of Health. Not too bad, but I've got so much already. So I'm just gonna reroll. That might be the best thing that's gonna drop for me. 10,000 Astral Diamonds. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. GG, thanks all, I would say. And then let's do an RTQ. Let me I can't get out? No, I can't. Let me see if anybody else is interested in doing an RTQ first, Vivi, and then grab as many people as possible, and then we'll queue for an RTQ, alright? Looking for 8 more RTQ. Need 6 DPSs, 1 more heal, and 1 tank. There we go. And let me ask in pro player. No, that's tank heal. Okay, we got 1. I'm not sure what that is. DPS, I want to assume. Oh, we got 2 healers. Nice. Got Lairs, my guild leader. Oh, that was Lairs. Okay. Looking for. Oh, we got 1. Looking for 7 more.
Vivian W. I can switch to any tank, DPS, or heal.
You know what, bro? You can swap to anything you want, because it looks like we got the people. It looks like we got the people. 4, so that we need 6. If you want to stay as heals, great. If you want to change to DPS or even a tank or what have you, or DPS, yeah, or DPS, because we know you have big PP DPS, Vivi. We all know you do. You know you want to. Okay. Let's see. DPS. I don't know why the music keeps on
Vivian W.
not playing.
My DPS cannot catch up. Stats all only 90%.
You lie, sir. Don't lie to me. I was talking about your main, by the way. Did I get this guy? I feel like I've already picked up this guy. Carl something something, yeah. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 5 more. Looking for 5 more DPS. Oh, sorry. RTQ need. I want to say we need 5 people. So we need 1 tank, 1 heal. No, sorry. We got 2 heal, 1 tank. So that's 4 DPSers. Maths, guys. I will ask in channels. Again, thank you for waiting. I don't think it'll take any much longer to get people, since I'm asking in I'm asking in channels. What? No, it's not. Dark Lake. Dark Lake. What? I don't accept that. There's a Dark Lake ring that does aggro? I thought it was celerity. Tank should tank. Oh shoot, did somebody just PM me? I didn't even realize. Whoops, my bad. So we got 2, 4, 6, 7. We need 3, 4. So wait, hold on. I see your PM, sir. I don't know why it's not equipping it on my character. Like, I want to preview this. You're telling me this is better than the Ring of Celerity? Uh-huh. Hold on.
Vivian W. You can check on Auction House if you want.
It's 1800. 1800. So what about celerity? Celerity. Wait, what do you mean in auction house? You can buy it? I mean, I would just farm for it because I'm a cheapskate. If I know I can get something for free, I'd get it for free. Oh wow, it is actually even better. It's got a higher IL. Why? What did I do to my ring? I know I had that ring before, you see. I know I had that ring before, but I threw it away because I was you see my inventory. Look at my inventory right now. It's full of trash.
Vivian W.
I had to make
I think
space.
you can craft it.
Yeah. Wait, Dark Lake? Oh, I thought we were talking about the other ring that you can buy from the campaign store. Okay. If I can craft it, then I'll probably craft it. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. We're looking for 3 more DPS. Sorry, 3 more of something. Our TQ need 2 DPS and 1 tank, I believe.
Mrasaba.
Hey, Mrs. Zaba.
Leaderboard.
Why? What about leaderboard? You mean this? This is not exactly a leaderboard. This is a queue group. We have 2 healers, 4 DPSers, and 1 tank. So we need 1 tank and 2 more DPSers. You know what? We're probably
Vivian
just gonna
W.
queue.
Oh my god. You can send stuff to my mailbox. I just cleared some space Vivian UWU.
So you want to fill it in
Mrasaba.
more?
Damn, I am at 4th.
Wait, that was you? This is you? Wait, what do you mean 4th? Is it actually... It's not a... Oh wait, what do you mean? Leaderboard. You mean this? No, I don't have leaderboards anymore. Were you in the dungeon just now? I don't think so. Just gonna bug it.
Mrasaba. Stream leaderboard.
Oh, stream leaderboard. Okay, I didn't even realize. Isn't that depending on like how many points you have? Yeah, we're not gonna do the roll bonus thing. It's fine. 8,000 extra rough astral diamonds not gonna kill me. It would be nice to have a roll bonus, of course, but it's not really important. And we are stripped for time. I would like to finish this RTQ and possibly do an RC before I have to go. Because when I go, I'm not gonna come back to play the game. I don't think. Because I gotta pray. I gotta cook. I gotta
Why
take my laundry.
Spartan D is 3rd on his own stream?
I have no idea.
That's cheating.
I shouldn't be included in that leaderboard, right? Prime holidays. Oh, I forgot to swap to Atrian. I should do that. I should swap to Atrian for 10-man content. Especially on the Zariels. Or have I got Atrian already? I'm not sure. So yeah, Mrs. Abba, if you are looking for an Atrian, now is probably the best time because you can get the choice pack from the Battle Pass. It is quite cheap, I want to say, for the things that you get, and you can get an Atrian in there. But the caveat being, only one person needs to have an Atrian in a 10-man group for everybody to get the benefits. So,
Mrasaba. Awesome Tai Tai.
you're welcome. I mean, if you don't do a lot of like group content, I don't see the point of doing it, like getting an Atrian. So I only got like, no. Vivi is here still. I don't know how much my temporary shields are still. Somebody's tanking, not me. And that somebody's not me. Okay. To the side, to the wall. Oh god, I'm going towards her. That's no bueno. It's a good thing I saw her. Yeah, I knew she was gonna face. So I'm gonna be this side. It doesn't even matter at this point it's not like the brothers has a tether if they're close together. You can just like DPS dump them. Like just go ham on the DPS. I think that was about premature, that artifact just now that I did, but it's okay. We're trying to do this ASAP. The sooner we can get this done, the sooner we can get Narcy done, the sooner I can go off and pray and cook and what have you. Take the chicken out from the freezer, etc. But then she's gonna know that I will use the microwave to defrost the chicken. I don't know. Oh well. Oh well. Or maybe I should use the air fryer to defrost it. I think that would be still infinitely better. But I might end up cooking the chicken instead if I do that. Maybe at a lower heat, like 100 degrees or something. But that's like a boiling point. The boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius, by the way, not Fahrenheit. So if I was to put it like 100 degrees, it might end up cooking the chicken. Huh. Did you guys, a random thought, did you guys hear or remember the meme? Not really a meme, but there was this guy, there's a meme about a car dealer that was slapping a chicken to cook the chicken by slapping it alone. And that was like a joke. But in fact, somebody out there made a scientific experiment where he actually tried to cook a chicken by just producing enough energy and heat by slapping the chicken, right? Do you guys remember that? The slapping of the chicken in order to cook it. So, Too Long Didn't Read version of this. He actually managed to cook the chicken by slapping it. Like, he didn't do it himself, like using his hand to slap the chicken until it cooks. But he calculated that if enough slaps at enough frequency, I wasn't sure which one she was doing there, but thankfully I got it right. So he had a machine that was slapping the chicken for him, so he doesn't get tired from doing that. And then yeah, they basically, Too Long Didn't Read version, he ended up cooking the chicken by just slaps. So it is in fact possible for you to cook a chicken by slapping it. So going back to what I was saying about air frying my frozen chicken for dinner tonight. I don't know if 100 degrees Celsius is gonna be high enough of a temperature to cook the chicken. If slapping a chicken could cook it, I'm pretty sure 100 degrees Celsius could cook the chicken. Now, I don't recommend people cooking the chicken at 100 degrees.
Why is our text is not showing on his stream voice?
I don't know. I don't know. It's probably lag. What are you saying, Mrs. Abu?
Mrsuba.
Test?
So I am wondering why my kids are not cooked yet then. Damn, all this 15 years wasted.
You have kids? I did not know this. Oh wait, it's not even done? I thought we were done. I thought she was dead. So yeah, I mean 100 degrees, you're gonna get burns, bro. That burns. But I think it's just first degree burn. Wait. Yeah, so the higher the number, so if you get second degree, third degree, fourth degree burns, I think the maximum is 4 degree burns. But that's practically no more skin to burn. You're basically burning flesh at that point. Nice. Thanks, guys. Would you like to do RC, Vivi? We're gonna have to make a new group though, I think. Just in case I accidentally bring people who don't want to do an RC with me. So just make a new group. Did I open this chest already? No, I didn't open the chest.
Sure, I'm up for any.
Alright. I will leave the queue group and I will invite you. Or you can PM me, whichever is the faster. Whichever is faster. Oh, there you go. I see you now. How very, appropriate name, I want to say. God of Healing. Do you watch anime, Vivi, by the way? I don't know if you do. But if you do watch anime, I highly recommend Solo Leveling. That anime is just like it's like a video game anime, right? Almost. So as a gamer, I'm very it really calls out to me. However, when it comes down to like the last episode of Solo Leveling, like the anime, not the manhwa,
Vivian
manhwa,
W.
whatever.
Yes, I watched. Read manga and novel.
Nice. So you probably don't know what I'm referring to at this point. The anime is where he's fighting the ants, right? The ants, or the king of ants, whatever. And he dual wields, right? And before this episode, I didn't think much of it. I didn't much of the dual wield. I mean, I like the dual wield, but I didn't think much of it. But after watching that episode, the last episode, I want to be a trickster rogue now in Neverwinter, and then create a character that looks like Song Jin-Woo in Solo Leveling, because that the fight scenes, oh my god, like, the fights basically, it's so awesome. Anyway, before I totally forget to do the RC. Hey, what time is it though? Holy, wait a minute. Oh shoot, I better start now. I'll start it now. We'll get people from inside, okay? Because I don't know what the next RC is. It might be something really hard.
Vivian W. 5 p.m.
Yeah, almost. Because if it's 5 p.m., it's the next cycle, right? So I don't know. Let me check. It is Master of the Hunt. You want to do Shores or Master? I think they're both equally easy. So let me just get Dritz out. Let me get looking for 3 more DPS
Vivian W.
RC before.
Up to you.
Nah, they're both easy. It's fine. We can do this now. Let's just do 2-man it. You are a healer, I believe. I can't really tell. You can even swap to a DPS if you want to, maybe, if you want to, because otherwise this will take too long. I think a tank and a healer in a dungeon sounds like a start of a joke. Took 2 hours to do an RC because they didn't have a DPS. Badumtus, that's the joke. Let me ask, because in Alliance it's like crick, crick, crick. I can hear crickets, man. Nobody is plussing up for this RC because it's so easy. Everybody's done it before this. I don't know why it took me so long to start an
Vivian
RC.
W. Invite my black.
Alright.
Vivian W. SEC I log in.
Alright. I'll just solo level for right now with Dritz. I'm solo leveling with Dritz. In fact, I could probably swap to a Colt Light Walker or something that has more DPS than this. Well, actually, Dritz has got quite a high AoE as well, and the DPS. Wait a minute. Oh, that's not you. I thought that was you. Let me... Looking for 2 more. Wait, how are you gonna play both your healer and DPS at the
Vivian
same time?
W. That is me.
Oh, that is you. Wait, so you're playing both characters at the moment? How are you playing with both characters? So you got two PCs? I mean, I could probably do something like that too. I've got my laptop over there. I could probably get another like DPS. No, wait, what am I talking about? I don't have another account. I honestly do not have another account.
Vivian W. Multitask.
Multitasking. Hold on. So. I mean, there's this really gray area when it comes to having multiple accounts, right? From the same kind of like IP. So, meaning to say, people can have multiple accounts unless different members of the family and the household is making an account. And who's gonna prove that, right? Who's gonna say, oh yeah, that's not another family member, that's you. You have multiple accounts. And I have nothing against people having multiple accounts. I actually think that there are definitely advantages of having multiple accounts. Maybe what's the word? For I'm looking for a word that says for bad reasons, but I can't. It's at the tip of my tongue. It's like there's a movie, there's a horror movie named after it as well. Insidious reasons? Insidious? No, Insidious is not the exact word I'm looking for, I don't think. It could be, but I don't think so. Anyway, so having kind of like multiple accounts just to try and say, for example, get the eggs, right? The eggs, the mechanical eggs. You know, kind of like one account only has one free thing. But I actually think having multiple accounts is not such a bad thing. Why? Because you can have people can buy those one per account items multiple times on different accounts. It's just gonna make more money for the devs and for the game, for the company. So I don't see why they would want to say no to money, right? You buy it once in an account, you can't buy it anymore. So you just go to another account and then you buy on that account, right? And then repeat as much and spend more money on the game. Like, why would you want to stop people spending money in the game? I don't understand it. If you're gonna say something like, "Oh yeah, but you know what you want is so that it'll be fair for everybody," don't have Zen items then. Don't allow Zen items at all in the game. Have just fashion items, and then be done with it. Don't sell Stones of Health, coalescent motes, preservation wards, mounts, companions. Don't sell any of those. I don't see the point. Because if you're gonna stop people from doing something like buying or opening multiple accounts and buying only limited to one per account, I feel like somebody's saying like a wall text there. You have opinions? You disagree? Wait, you know what? Let me grab. Did I just type? I have no idea. Looking for two more any RCB4 Shores of Torn at Last Boss. I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna say yes to this. I'm multitasking as well, baby. Did I ask an RC? I think I did. It doesn't seem like I got a bite, so let me ask in pro player looking for Drew. Oh, we got one. You know, I'm gonna grab him after we get to the campfire. One sec. Because otherwise he's gonna have to walk, and I don't want him to have to do that. If we can get to the fire, maybe bring it to the fire. Bring them to the fire. Okay, there we go. Invite. And we got one more. Looking for one more. Any RC before Shores of Turn at last boss. Let me ask in RC. I don't know why, but I'm super hungry. I don't think I'm supposed to say that out loud. Oh yeah, so by the way, I haven't eaten since yesterday at 6. That's the last time that I ate. I didn't have my sahur this morning because I didn't wake up early enough. Like, I think I woke up at 3:40 o'clock. I went to bed at midnight because we came back from Miri, Malaysia yesterday. And then by the time it was time for me to go to bed, I believe it's almost 11:30. So I went to bed, and I woke up around, I want to say, I woke up around 3:30, and I went back to bed, and I didn't wake up in time for me to take my sahur, which is unfortunate. But now I'm hungry. So if we consider the last time I ate was around, let's say 7 p.m., right? So 7 p.m. Sunkai is gonna be 7 p.m. Roughly around 7 p.m. So I would have not eaten in about 24 hours. 23 hours if you're gonna be, What's that? I can't actually see what you guys are saying. Need to kick my black? Okay. Don't start that. Wait, are we starting? Lol. I guess we can 3-man it. Seems like a shame. Such a shame. It's alright. If we can manage to get a wait, did you wanna invite one more? Or is it just the 3 of us? I mean, it's such a shame. It's like a free chest basically. Nobody wants a free chest. Looking for 2 more. Last boss. Free chest. It's basically a free chest, guys. Wow, nobody wants a free chest, seriously. Like, I would have just taken anybody. If I was in PE, I would just grab somebody who's like 50 IL, whatever. It doesn't really matter. We could just 3-man this. That's not an issue. I just feel like it's such a shame. You can just open the end chest. Oh, did you die? Did somebody die? 2 people died. Do I want to do this myself? You know what? No, it's okay. I'll just suicide. I won't die. I could have just done it by myself, but it will take too long, I think. What happened? Yeah, you could get one shot here. It doesn't really matter how much your IL is. You could get one shot here. Oh, you wanna come in? Okay. Oh God. Okay. PM me. I'll ask again if someone would like to go to the RC. Looking for one more. I bring my other healer. One sec, okay. Just let me know. I'm assuming that's you. Did you just name it Anastasia? Natasha. Okay. We ready? Okay. Okay. So, any more tunes? If no, I'm just gonna ask for 2 more. Why did I ask in Q group? Lamau. Hey, Soulplate. I haven't seen him in a while. Where else can I ask? Pro player looking for. I've been asking. Yeah. Okay, got it. Yeah, sorry about that, Vivi. It seems like people are looking for you, right? Full now, thanks. Nice pick. Haram. So yeah, guys, I think unfortunately, we did RTQ and RADQ already, right? And now that we've done RC, the only thing left to do was a Master of the Dread Sanctum. Unfortunately, it is overtime. It is already 5 o'clock for me. Way past 5 o'clock. So I need to get my food ready for my Sunkai. I haven't eaten in about 23 hours. So I'm very super hungry. Ketosis is kicking in. For sure. About 4 hours ago already. No, it's about, ketosis kicks in around 16-hour mark. And I have technically not eaten for the past 23-24 hours. So definitely ketosis has kicked in about 9 to 10 hours ago. Is my math right? 3 and 4. Yeah. Wow, my math is actually correct. Amazing. Oh yeah, but before we go, I suppose we can do a giveaway. Giveaway. Ah, come on, nothing good. Alright guys, we're gonna do a giveaway. Basically, I am gonna grab a lockbox key and we are gonna give away whatever Dad gives. What is it? It is a short raffle or single raffle.
Spartandi. Sraffle.
Yeah, so for people who want to join, type in !join to join the raffle. We don't know what it is, what the prize is yet. It is basically a lockbox item. We will be opening the undead, whatever, glorious undead chest lockbox, whatever it's called. I do have 2 keys here. However, I will only be opening 1 lockbox. I do not want to open more than 1 lockbox. I do keep the key just in case somebody claims for an open lockbox claim. So that's why I have that. Get rid of that. Don't need don't need this. Don't need this ring. I'll keep that. RP. This one I need to put in the shared bank. I just collect these. I don't actually use these. I just collect it. What is this? Huh, I got 3 million AD in my shared bank. 25% off any pack. Unfortunately, I don't have any Zen. Or at least I don't think I have Zen. Nope. Nope, my Zen didn't go through yet. I am still waiting for at least another 400,000 AD, so another 4 days before I try to post another Zen post. Because you want to spend about 3,750,000 AD for 750 Zen, and then keep on posting that. Once all of these postings are full, I've got 5 postings of Zens. Then I will start thinking about buying stuff like illusions and all this crap, I suppose. That's useless for my character, but I still want it. I want it, the precious. Nobody's joining the giveaway? Mrs. Abba, maybe? You know what? Let's do it this way. Just to kind of like entice people to actually...
Vivian W. Raffle.
It's exclamation mark join.
Vivian W. Sraffle.
No. Like this.
Spartan D. Join. Vivian W. Join.
There you go. There you go. That should be it. Wait. No! No one entered the raffle. It already ended. It's okay. VV then. I'm just... You defaulted as the winner, okay? Oh, but the caveat. If I get something that I haven't gotten before, like the artifact or the mount, I'm gonna have to take it, and then we'll just open
Vivian
another one,
W.
okay? So basically...
Even UWU.
UWU. So if I get the sensor or the undead lion, I'm gonna have to re-roll, okay? That's the caveat. If I get a second one, then I'll give that away. Alright? Bismillah. 10 mount upgrade tokens. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a way for me to give this. But even you can't even buy it in from the trade bars, right? I mean, you can buy companion or mount upgrade tokens. I think that was mount, right? You can buy it, but it's gonna be bound to character. But that's okay. Vivian, what I'm gonna do for you, sir, let me just invoke. What I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna look for companion upgrade tokens. Wait, do I have a companion upgrade? No, not companion, sorry. Mount upgrade. Did I spell that incorrectly? I feel like I... Up to raid. Sorry, fat fingers. My upgrade tokens 10. 650,000? Seriously? Is that seriously that expensive? Are you joking right now? Why is it 650,000 AD? Why is it more than 500,000 AD for 10 tokens? What? No, there must be a better way. Come on. Let's see if I've got like an unbound companion upgrade tokens. Like they must have gotten that from somewhere.
Vivian W. Even more damage.
What was that? What was that meme? Emotional damage. Is it companion? No. Mount upgrade tokens. Wow, I don't have any mount upgrade tokens, sir. And this is a countdown. That's also a countdown. Nah. You know what? Let's do this. Let's open another one. See if it's something that I can actually give away. This is what I hate about lock boxes as well. Sometimes you can't get anything good. Okay, Bismillah. This is my last key, by the way. Unless we wait for reset and open another one, but I don't have the time. Oh yeah, Preservation Wars. There you go. We can give this away for sure. 5? Sure, no problem. I'm more than happy to do so. Although I would need to separate. I got like, I don't know how many stacks I've got, Vivi, because I'm a hoarder. What happened to my magnifier? It disappeared on me. Magnifier, yeah. And then Preservation Ward. Where's the preservation? Eh? Oops. Inventory, preservation ward. And I want, is it this one? That's 1. That's account bound. Split it to, where's the split? Split it to 1. 1. There we go. We got 5. Mail. You know, I just realized I don't actually know what your @ handle is. I remember it's God of Healing. Is that it? God of Heal at Vivi. Yeah, that's definitely you. Okay, and then send you. Remove protection. Put it here. And send. There you go, sir. You should have received it in your inbox. Thank you for participating. Thank you for the dungeons, by the way, Vivi. I hope to see you in your stream next time. How many people have we got on the stream? I think it's just Vivi. 2 people, not enough for a raid. That's fine. All right, guys, I gotta go. The wife's gonna kill me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully tomorrow. If not, I'll see you whenever it is. I'm gonna stream again. See you guys. Bye-bye. I'm not sure which one's the key for the end of the stream. This one? No, that's the top stream. There you go. Alright guys, thank you for coming in and watching me play Megaways.
Vivian W.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.